What's good with y'all boys, man? We finally here with the new season update. All right, now they dropped a lot. We're not gonna go over everything here. We'll try to split some things up because I do want to go more in depth on a couple of them. But just for a quick rundown, we got the resource reset, so you can see the new talent cards, the amount of gold I have up here from all the other resources they took out and converted. And then you can see there are a lot of them that we no longer have as well as you can now see the new updated talent trees on everybody. This is something I'm gonna be coming through doing a vid on for sure because I did drop the guide before telling you how to put certain talents on certain people without maxing them out so that you have more flexibility basically. Now it looks like I'm not gonna say that's impossible, but it definitely looks like it's gonna be something harder to do. So video on that soon. Sub up and notification bell if you haven't already so you'll know when we get to that. But outside of that, we did also finally get the jersey update. Okay, and I'm actually loving it more than I thought I would. You see my little fit going down right now. Face mask, got the orange sleeve, the red armband, and the double leg sleeves. Okay, and the main reason I like this is just because that if you do have any of these non-exclusive jerseys, you have a lot more incentive to actually wear them now. Like, they actually look solid. And then on top of that, for any that you might not already have, you can come in here and decide that you might want to start shopping for them now. Like, a lot of these colors, as cool as the exclusive jerseys are, a lot of these colors and options would look way better in the regular version that they have in here, and then you just throw your own accessories on it versus getting the exclusive. So really cool that they added that. I'll go in here and show y'all this real quick. It's where you get the face mask and all this different stuff. You got the goggles, you got all these different additions that you can add, and I'm sure they'll expand on this in the future. So pretty fun. Okay. Outside of that, it's just really events and everything. And like I said, we'll probably go into all these on another video. Today, here to talk about Anthony Edwards, okay, and go through his skill tree. Before we get into the specifics on each ability, I talked about him a little bit in my last video, and at least for me, I've been going about using him the way that I use Halliburton. Okay, this isn't necessarily like Iverson where you're going dribble showcase and then pull up for a seemingly contested shot that's actually going to be open just because your contest zone has dropped so far. Or Shea, where you know you're just relying on just cooking the life out of your defender and then shooting whenever you're open. There is a bit of prediction, there's a bit of outsmarting, there's a lot of IQ that comes to running Edwards, similar to how it is on Halliburton, because you want to bait them into thinking you're going for certain things to open up your availability for going into other things in your kit. All right. His dribbling, I thought, was somewhat basic until getting into all of the extra stuff that you're going to see here. So let's go ahead and start it. All right. First off, you got his ultimate. It's called Flow State, and the basics of it is it's going to give you all bonuses that you could normally get during your charge stacks that come from his unique mechanic, the little bar that he has under him. You're going to get all those bonuses on top of your mid-range and dunk accuracy going up, and your dunk speed going up slightly less, but still going up. Okay. The special talent to this is that there's a clutch shot, which basically can turn this into a shooting ultimate for you as long as you are trailing or tied up in the last minute of the game. Might be able to give y'all a quick visualization. Yeah, here it goes of what that looks like. You can do it out of a sidestep, do it standstill like you see there, and you can do it out of his step back pull-up jumper as well. All right, so not too bad, pretty nice. And then it costs a very low amount, very easy to get it during the game, so pretty solid ultimate. Okay, now Wolf King, let's get an actual description on this. You're going to get a reduced contested range, and he has the ability to auto dunk anytime he's within 5 meters of the goal. I love this a lot because, again, referenced in my last video, go check it out if you haven't seen it. One of the big things that makes him stand out compared to a lot of the other guards is his inside capability. Okay. I understand Iverson, Shea, and Hallie are all capable of going for their own particular types of layups on the inside, but being able to dunk, and not only just dunk but force dunks on the inside that you have a very high chance of making because of all the other interior boosts and things that you're getting, is a big difference. They have abilities, but they don't necessarily get boosted for trying to go for those interior scoring opportunities like you do with Ant. So already that's a big thing that changes him and why I like him. Okay, gives you more options. Now, on offensive possessions, you're going to gain fury on Edwards by using either your charge drive or your blast start, and it will go up to 2 stacks. During this time, you're able to use these different moves and abilities, and what they do will change based on how many stacks you have and what it is you're doing. For example, there is one where you will get a drive that's just going to have you kind of rim run and go towards the goal if you don't have any stacks, while if you do have at least one, you will get a lateral, meaning left to right or right to left, however you're doing it at the time, drive. Giving you more different options with like how you're going into your scoring, basically. Also, something that I feel like is kind of nice because a lot of people don't have that. Your moves are your moves and they don't change. So him being able to kind of change which moves he goes into out of his stacks, I think the devs cooked a lot with the creativity on them. Okay, could just be me, but that's how I'm feeling. You can see the boost you get for one stack. You're going to get an increased drive distance, slightly increased release speed for mid-range and 3 balls, and that's where you get that blast drive becoming lateral. 2 stacks, you're going to get increased dunk speed and contact. Again, those boosts that are helping you when you do decide to go to the inside, as well as you being able to have a chance to trigger poster dunks. Okay. After this, you have his talents down here at the bottom. That's where you're going to get your usual 3 throwaways that normally we wouldn't be spending on, but now with the talent reset, we don't have a choice. But you get your other boosts down there as well. All right. Lone Wolf Slam, nothing really special to it. His special talents down here are going to give you block resistance and accuracy, and it can be triggered from 3 to 5 meters. So if you are closer than 3 meters, you're going to get another dunk. Okay. His charge drive is his new special mechanic, and it is basically a small mini game for him where there's a bar under him. As it fills up, when you're holding your dribble move button without moving around, no left stick, there are going to come 2 green notches in the bar where you have the option to release it at, and if you do so at either of the one, you get the respective boost for doing so. Okay. You are also able to pass out of, shoot, or do any of your moves like a step back or anything like that. You're able to do all of that out of this standstill move, or you can go into your kit first and then move on from it with there, right? You get 1 stack of fury for every 0.6 seconds when you are doing this. And as you come out of it and go into whatever you want to, your fury stacks will be removed and you will start based on how you decided to start moving. They'll change based on what you're going into, and you can see that a little bit better down here. During charge drive, drag the joystick and release it to perform your blast drive. That's your quick little run forward. Perfect charge, I believe this is where you get when you release it in the green, 1 stack is going to give you basically, I think, what we talked about on the Wolf King passive, the slightly reduced contest angle. 2, you're going to get better timing for, well, not timing for you personally, but the timing for which your dunks can be blocked is going to change. Another thing, making it a lot harder to guarantee you're going to stop him on the inside, as well as some boost to his passing speed. Okay. His alpha drive is you tapping charge drive or alpha drive while it's already on cooldown. Okay. This is going to give you a 2-stage alpha drive, or any of the other options, your dribble break, your blast start, or your lateral hezi. They can all be followed with the second portion of the alpha drive once you start getting into it. This all sounds like a lot of words and stuff like that, but when you see him going into his dribble moves and he's just going all around the court, seemingly not stopping, this is how he's doing that, chaining the different drives into each one, and then also it reacting based on his stacks, giving him different moves and different options on what he's doing, right? Down here at the bottom, you can see that the additional talents for it are going to be a dribble break, which here is just you going and doing a punch dribble in the middle of your combo. You don't see it very fast. Let me slow it down. But you can kind of see it right here. And that's kind of like it's helping you, basically. Like in this example where I said you're all about unpredictability, getting the defender to think you're doing something different. Once people are used to him, they're going to know his usual drive out of that is going to be that far drive towards the goal. You hit the punch dribble, and now while your defender is running towards the goal to stop you, still, you now have options to go into like a step back you could do after the punch. You could go right, you could go left. We'll bring an advanced skill technique guide on them later on, but just wanted to make sure y'all understand kind of what's going on with that there. And then his momentum spin, this is just something that happens after you've been interrupted when driving. Similar to how Wade has his, where he just shocks the defender as long as you have a charge that can do so, or Iverson, where he bumps into the defender and then will back up. Anthony Edwards will bump into people. You're still going to get the bump animation, but you have the option to immediately spin out of that bump, which is very cool if you happen to be close to the goal at the time of it happening. It's pretty useful. Okay. I think that just showed you. Okay, yeah, we talked about all his special stuff in here. His blast start is what you're getting when you're getting the ball passed to you first and then deciding to drive. You are only able to do this once per possession. I'm assuming it's because of the fact that they're giving you a fury stack when you decide to do it, which if you do have one or multiple, it will be removed if you make contact with somebody. There is a lower chance of you being stopped, but it's still possible. Okay. Nothing special down here either, except for his sprint, which is at burst of speed. Nothing special. His finish shot is basically his shooting end to all these different combos that you're able to open up, whether you're going between the leg jumper to the side, his behind the back jumper, or your straight pull up out of your dribble moves that you're going into. Okay. There are a couple moves down here that it goes into. Let's see. I know sudden shot. This is simply going into the move. Yeah. That's letting you do whatever you want to do out of that standstill charge while you're using your special mechanic. Lateral hezi is the one I was more interested in. Okay, yeah, so it's just basically the shot fake. Going into the shot fake, you can do the lateral hezi either to left or right out of doing so. Okay. Lastly, also nothing too special here, his laser pass. You can do it in the middle of your charge, or you can do it out of your dunks as well. You cannot do it out of any of your shooting options, so that's one thing that does have people kind of worry about him. But I feel like personally, if you're making good decisions with him, you shouldn't have to worry about passing out of his shots, especially with how much space you can create and how many options you have to really get to a good shot. Okay, so that is everything involved in his kit. Like I said, I haven't been using them that much personally, so I'm not gonna go in here and tell y'all what to do just yet. I'm gonna get some more time in with them so we can get an advanced skill guide out and I can help anybody that might be struggling. In the meantime, we're gonna be talking about everything else season 9. We got the talent stuff to go through, see if you can still cheese the system with anybody's talents. We still have more Michael Bridges part of the update to go through as well, because apparently he's been good. I did pick him up. I pulled him. I haven't started using him or anything like that yet, but I've been hearing a lot of good things about him. So if that is something that y'all are interested in seeing, drop it down in the comments below and I can make sure that we get that out there. Outside of that, if you would be interested in seeing any of this. Okay. Hit that sub button, hit the post notification bell so you will be notified when all this is to release, and hit the like button if you enjoyed. 2K information coming soon. We just got our little gameplay update and everything like that. So I'm gonna go through all my different stuff that I feel like is important. So we're not just throwing slop out there. And we'll get that 2K video out and talk about what's gonna be exciting coming soon, following all the news and moving into the early release. But outside of that, Discord is gonna be in the comments like it is usually. I mean in the description like usual if you want to go join that. And outside of that, I appreciate y'all boys watching, and we'll catch y'all on